In 2022, Bréon Rydell travelled to Kiev, Bucha and Irpin in Ukraine. What he witnessed, devastation, resilience, and the ongoing assault on truth itself, compelled him to write. From that journey came a trilogy of poems. Stand Up for Ukraine, a call to moral clarity. Freedom War, a lament for the silenced and displaced. Vainglory, the final piece, completed in 2025. Vainglory is both a poem and an indictment. It names the violence of unchecked power, but also the danger of silence and complicity in the West. It asks what it means to speak truth when spectacle has replaced conscience. This work is offered in solidarity with Ukraine and continues the broader question: how do we defend human dignity across borders and generations when truth itself is under attack? Its imagery speaks to the resurgence of fascism in our time, the cult of personality, violent nationalism, silenced voices, scapegoated minorities. These are not shadows of the past. They are patterns repeating in the present. The poem resists forgetting. It insists that naming tyranny is in itself an act of solidarity. Together with Stand Up for Ukraine and Freedom War, it forms a trilogy of witness, testimony against silence.
Never a day goes by that I do not think of you. Your heroic citizens, your children in the rubble, your soldiers standing on the edge of an inferno. It sickens my being to see the endless destruction, hospitals, schools, homes reduced to ash. It sickens me to watch the assault on your art, your poems, your books, your songs, your 1,000-year history. And for what? A little vainling, a creeping rash of horror, a pox upon our skin, puffed up, swollen, a noose tightening around his oversized collar. In his echo chamber, he secretes a poisonous venom, descending ever deeper into unbridled, paranoid hatred. Indifferent to whom he destroys in his lust for greatness, legacy, power, and control. Call him by his name: Vainglory, tyrant, simmering in sulphur's rotten wine, driven by insatiable greed, rabid with imperial delusion, dreaming of a legacy inscribed on the tombstones of murdered children. There is no holding him back now. We see it, plain as daylight. His blood-curdling obsession, his corrupt criminal regime unmasked, and we in the world of conscience, yo-yos of principle. We who praise Ukraine from afar, yet hesitate to stand shoulder to shoulder on the battlefield. It is not for lack of money or materiel. It is for lack of willpower, backbone, and moral clarity. For we have become marionettes tied to the strings of hollow men, predator grifters, wolves in the grasslands, stalking, scheming, plotting global dominance. This is the gathering when evil shows its hand. Hollow men, tricksters, adding tragedy to Holy Trinity. Hucksters, wheeler-dealers sell salvation to the gullible. Snake oil kings feeding on the flesh of their cult-like followers. And Europe, once silent, awakens to the dangers of an oscillating White House, trumpeting self-praise, calling for peace without justice. But this is not glory, this is vainglory. Ukraine, battered by terror, holds fast to the hope that America will stay true and challenge Moscow's imperial land grab, calling to heel the sneering tyrant. Like dictators before him, the story of vainglory will surely have a bad end. The awakening has begun. Let such strong men with their passive allies be called to account, turn their circuses into mausoleums, tombs from the swamps of the Shadowlands. Call them out! Pompous clowns, swaggering, strutting, their vanity underscored by fear, their deceptions comic but deadly. Weak, shallow creatures, empty oil barrels, bobbing on a sea of blood. In Bucha's graveyard, the flowers still bloom, reminding us what is at stake in the Shadowlands. Lives lost, hearts grieving for their precious loved ones. Oh, mourn them long. Tides in time ebb and flow in this endless cycle of unspeakable horror, of despair. Life goes on. Over mass graves, flags unfurl, winds drop, flowers fade. The call. Will Europe rise, stand shoulder to shoulder with Ukraine and sound the clarion call? But where is the dormant world? Who will lead? Where are the lights, the knights, the ones with backbone, moral compass, when liberty's bell falls silent? Where is the cavalry to stand with Ukraine in its battle for life? This is our time to stir, to act, to rise, to grasp Ukraine's hand in defiance, resolved in the belief that we are on the right side of freedom. We must turn the tide against this venomous foe who dares to destroy the future of all our tomorrows. We will not surrender to complacency. Our duty is to defend, not in the Kremlin's halls, nor the White House corridors, but in the fields and citadels of freedom. Ukraine is where seeds have flowered, where blood now flows seeping into the soil of wailing sorrow. Take a cold, clear look at the hollow men. Take a hard, long look at history's ringmasters, bloodthirsty, conceited, not one with a shred of compassion, decency, or grace. Are the people willing? What are they waiting for? It is time to rise up, time to face the naked ambition, the unbridled hunger for glory and for power. We turn away from Ukraine at our peril, bow down to the hollow men, kiss their ring, and we, like shackled cattle, are condemned to take this evil spite forever. This is a turning point, not just for Ukraine, but for the dormant world. Who has our back? We must align with kindred spirits, prepare for what lies ahead, gather our strength, our energies anchored in the knowledge, like those before us, flowers fade, shadows fall, the beacon burns. For those waiting, the time has come.